Then we will burst the speeda and force the shielda. And head back to the village. It's time. It's time for revolution. You gonna join us? Oh, so they've already started the fights. Let's go. Let's do it. You fought each other. Why? Civil War, basically. Yeah, we need to end this fast. Lead on. Here we go. The hilt is pointless without the blade, dude. Shut up, both of you. I will not see roar. Is that the village, I guess? Yeah, you tell him, Zalbar. He doesn't make sense. He's brainwashing you. Do you have to fight? Talk it through. I don't know. I don't know if I don't want the slaving to keep going on. Avoid this needless slaughter. Well, there goes that. I tried. Pop our speed and our shield. I definitely tried.
Here it is.
Get him, Zalbar. Alright, Baka. Chundar. You no match for a Jedi, dude. Get out of here with that noise. Kandra's just messing people up. Did we kill him? What do we do about the slavers? I understand. I understand. So what are you going to do now, Zalbar? Yeah, you can stay here. Let's see. Okay. We don't really need to know about Kashyyyk now. We're pretty much done here. I think it's time I was leaving. We do need to go talk to the other people, though. Ah, we're inside him. I think that would be fitting, yeah. Let him have Baka's blade. All right. We'll just keep our guys for now. That was quite the fight, though. Chundar's bowcaster. All right. We gotta go talk to where was it? This way? It was right here? Right here. Yeah. Tell them about their friend. Do you recognize this bowcaster bolt casing? So he killed him.
This will end in sadness. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Found it on Roar War's corpse. You killed him, didn't you? Can you explain it? We have his journal. Talks about him being a slaver. Rorwar was dealing with the slavers. I found his datapad. We could, I suppose we could do that. They kind of revered Rorwar. Kind of a two-faced situation here. He's not the hero they deserve, the hero they need, or whatever. Do you know who owns this bolt casing? Yeah. Found it on Rorwar's corpse. Here we go. Well, this is getting interesting. And like Jolie said, it's gonna be sad. I don't want his stuff. Is there no alternative to death? He doesn't want us to tell him about Rorwar.
I urge you caution. This may seem like the right path to follow, but you do not know these people as I do.
Won't you say anything in your own defense? It's very noble. I'm not gonna say anything. Found nothing to justify the murder. He's sacrificing himself. If we said that Rorwar was dealing with slavers, we're gonna cause a whole lot of pain for a lot of people. So yeah. Double down. We're probably going to get dark side points for that. But I think that's the right call.
No matter how this ended, perhaps this is for the best.
I don't think I should get dark points for that. Goodbye then. Yeah, we got dark side for it. That's okay. I mean, I really don't mind. Let's go there. Bowers. What do we want to go into now? I kind of want to get Force Whirlwind. We're gonna need some awesome powers here. At some point. Alright, the only thing left is Eli and Matan? Forgot his name. And that's back at the spaceport area. We'll just run back. Of course. Julie, where you at?
Yes? Sure.
Okay. Let's not box me in now. Thank you. I think this was the best outcome, really. I mean, we tried to get the family to talk. Chundar wasn't gonna talk. He just wanted to kill everybody. So we ended up killing him, I guess. Zalbar got Baka's blade, which is kind of cool. Is this the right way? Yeah. And Zalbar's still with us. I think. I didn't even notice. Is he... Can't look at our parties. We'll check, I guess. Back at the ship. Oh wow, didn't even loot that. I think we got attacked as soon as we came outside by Kinrath. Journal entry, what was that? Wait, where is the quest? Oh, the newfound courage of the Wookiees has put a premature end to whatever business Madden and Eli had between them. Oh no! That's crazy. Oh, they're rising up. We'll lead the rebellion. Not really. We're just passing through, but there we go. Yes, now we can attack multiple people with our powers. And I'm okay with it. We made it. Come on, Canderous. Jeez. I guess we're heading back to Tatooine now to give Griff his tat glands. Let's go ahead and talk to everybody real quick.
Yeah, what do you want?
Wondering if you had any more war stories.
You want another war story, huh? You want to hear about some other world getting wasted, eh? I knew you were the type. Your stagnant republic has never seen some of the strange creatures and races we fought on the Outer Rim in those years. And you never will now.
What do you mean?
If a world isn't strong enough to defend itself, it's basically forfeit. But this story is about something a little different. We were going through the asteroid fields of the Crispin system at the very edge of the galaxy, playing with the pirates and smugglers we found there. The main belt in the Crispin system consists of mainly small rocks covered in frozen methane gas shells, and the pirates were using them for cover. Ha! I remember using a thermal generator to cause the outer layer of one of the asteroids to vaporize in a picosecond. It blew out and shredded the 3 smugglers using it for cover.
Jeez.
But that was a mistake.
Why was that a mistake?
The asteroid I had targeted was smaller than most, maybe a dozen meters on a side. On the outside, it looked the same as any other, just a ball covered in frozen gas. But something must have been inside it, something inactive in the cold. The heat of my blast might have triggered something or woken something up. After I'd hit it, spots of light and heat appeared all over the thin shell, still covering it, evaporating the gases. What lay underneath looked like some sort of rocky growth. A deformed rock, pitted by scores of micrometeorite scars. I think something even older might have been inside that.
So what happened next?
It started rotating faster and faster as we watched it. After a second, it started spraying fire, thermal projectiles that melted our armor like wax. We were caught completely by surprise. Before we could counterattack, it fled at an incredible speed.
It was a ship.
We couldn't catch it, but we could follow its hyperspace wake. We followed its trail as far as we could, heading away from the galactic core. When it finally led beyond the edge of our galaxy, we abandoned our efforts. Anything that wants to commit suicide in that great void is not worth our trouble trying to catch. That's the only story I have for now. I'll tell you some more stuff later if we get the chance. Is there something else?
That's
you want
crazy.
to know? Your choice. I'm here if you want
I
something.
want to know what kind of ship that was. That's awesome. We could probably... Let's try to repair him again.
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master.
Let's do this.
Affirmative. If you request, I only ask that you be oh so very...
Yeah, same old stuff. Let's do it.
Statement. As you wish, Master. You are already familiar with accessing my central control cluster, correct? Now you will need to... And now
Yes.
require the last 3 relays. Yes, good. Well done, Master. I believe your operation was...
Let's hear about the next master he killed.
New memory. Access complete. I have accessed information on my owner prior to the Senator, Master. Most unexpected.
What now?
Answer. It appears that previous to my ownership by the Senator, I was the property of one Bochaba the HUD on the planet Slaheron.
And what gruesome fate awaited him?
Objection. That is unfair, Master. While Bochaba may have died gruesomely, I most certainly had nothing to do with it. Well, very little.
Of course.
My memories tell me that, for a time, Bochaba was one of the most feared gangsters on Slaheron. I helped him with this reputation greatly. Over a span of 1 year, I terminated a grand total of 322 sentient meatbags. These contracts made Bochaba very wealthy.
What happened to stop that?
It was unfortunate but inevitable that eventually Bochaba would overstep his bounds. I had just cleared 2 HUD households when the exchange retaliated. Statement. I was not even present when my old master was assassinated. I did appreciate the artistry behind his demise upon my return, however.
How was he killed?
Answer. Allow me to say that I have little doubt that residents of that sector were fishing pieces of Bochaba out of their soup afterward. At any rate, I quickly shut down upon my master's death. The rival HUD claimed me along with my master's other possessions. Observation. If that HUD had only known my true function, he surely would not have sold me to a senator he bribed regularly.
You would have preferred to stay on Slaheron?
Observation. It would have suited my character, Master.
I guess so.
I have enjoyed my existence since, more or less, so I do not miss it.
You would have been found out eventually.
Observation. Master. It would have been a glorious battle to end my existence with. I would prefer that to rusting on a junk heap.
Remember anything else?
Answer: negative, Master. There is still more memory that can be restored, however, if you wish to try. As well, I believe I can restore several programs the HUD installed to improve my performance. Yes, they are now active, contemplative. I wonder how many more dead masters I might have out there. A droid can live for a long time, you know.
Because of the repairs, HK will now regenerate at a rate of 1 vitality point every 6 seconds. Nice. Let's see if we can do it again.
A request. Statement. Now close the
No,
last
okay.
panel.
That's fine. We'll try again later. We'll level up again. Level up repair again. Let's check our lightsabers. We've got a Damned attack +3. Whoops. We need to give one to Bastila, I guess. And we didn't really pick anything else up. That box still isn't in here, right? Yeah, okay. Or isn't in here anymore. Juhani? Zalbar.
Yes. What is it?
Something wrong?
I have been bothered by something of late.
What is it?
I never told you where I came from, did I? Where I grew up as a child? I suppose I was trying to deny what I was feeling.
Are you hitting on me? No. What?
I have been wrestling with my feelings inside. Trying to come to terms with it, but I find I cannot. I must have someone to blame. Someone to blame for the destruction of my home.
Don't blame me.
Someone who is responsible for the death of everyone I have ever known, except those on Dantooine.
What are you saying?
Taris. It was Taris that the Sith destroyed to try to kill you and your precious Bastila. Taris, my homeworld.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
If it were not for you and Bastila, the Sith would have never had reason to destroy that world. It was your fault for being there, and your fault for rescuing Bastila. Without your intervention, the Sith would have had no cause to lay waste to my childhood. Just let me vent my anger. I need someone to blame. Something, anything.
Blame the
I
Sith.
hated that world. Yet everything I learned as a child, I learned there. It is as much a part of me as the air I breathe. I have this ache inside me, where all my childhood memories lay, and I find your face there with them. If it was not for you, that world would still exist.
I'm sorry, Juhani.
I know. I suppose I realized that. But it is so hard to lose your entire past. You would not understand.
You're right, I don't.
I suppose that is to be expected. Everything will turn out for the best, as long as we remain focused on our task. I am sorry. I will try not to distract you in the future with my trivial experiences.
That's not trivial. That's crazy. Insane.
Yes. What is it?
Something wrong?
I was remembering Taris.
What about it?
It was a horrible place to have to live. At least in the lower cities where the non-humans tended to get relegated. Living for years in a place with no sun, living off the trash dropped from the upper levels, and the meager pay doing back-breaking labor.
How did you survive?
My family and I struggled each and every day to make something of our lives. But we could only go so far. Taxes from the corrupt government, more fees from the gangs controlling the streets, and whatever was left paying for what food and medical supplies we could afford.
No one would help you?
And of course, there was the constant bigotry and hate from the more affluent and human citizens, lording their wealth over us living below. Every once in a while, a rich human would come down through the lower levels with his droid entourage just to see how the wildlife lived and laughed at them.
That's crappy.
Our successes. But I have come to meet many decent humans in my travels since those days. Indeed, some of the greatest people I have ever met are human.
One of the Jedi you met?
The Jedi who encouraged me to join the Order. The one who was with the group going to fight the Mandalorians. She was human. I am sorry. I am getting away from my point. If there even was one. Sometimes I curse the day my parents fled to Taris. But then again, if they had not, I would not be where I am today.
Your parents?
Another story for another time. For now, we must continue our own epic. To save the galaxy, if we can.
Okay. Anything else?
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
Can we talk?
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
Tell me more.
Well, I mentioned before that my parents had fled to Taris. Perhaps I can tell you about that.
Please do.
In the early days of the Mandalorian War, there had been fighting closer to the Outer Rim worlds.
Near the world your species comes from?
KOTOR was there, yes. My people had a great reputation as warriors, and that appealed to the Mandalore version of honor. They sought to test themselves against us, I think. Test themselves by bombing our world, slaughtering my people while they slept or while they ran.
Yeah. They kind of did fight dirty.
They swooped down from space across the world, firing at anything that moved. They used ships in space to destroy all orbital facilities and bombard the surface. We did resist, and in spite of their violent attack, we did stave them off for quite a while. But in the end, we were doomed.
Why did the Republic not help?
We were not members of the Republic. KOTOR was beyond the edge of the Republic, in the Outer Rim. And besides, they could not have known. Our interstellar communications were the first things the Mandalores hit. All other short-range communicators were jammed. We were on our own. We knew what was coming. We had fought the Mandalorians in the first war against Exar Kun and the Sith. We knew there would be no mercy for us. The most we could do was pack the few of our people who survived onto what few ships there remained and send them off into space as fast as they could. Most did not make it.
What about your family?
My parents carried me as a baby with them and were lucky enough to escape. They fled as far as they were able and eventually settled on Taris. They could stand running no further, I think. But Taris was a horrible choice. Dominated by humans, intolerant of other species, it made everyday life unnecessarily hard.
Taris is not a nice place to raise a child, that's for sure.
No, it is not. But they had little choice. Each of us dealt with it in our own way. My father turned to stimulants. He spent much of his time in local bars and dives. But we are warriors. It runs through our blood. And when he was on stims, he became foolish. He let his warrior nature get the best of him.
And he probably got killed.
He would get intoxicated, and he would fight. And finally, one day, he would die.
That sucks.
I don't need your sarcasm or your pity. He died at the hands of another.
That wasn't
by a
sarcasm.
man who provoked him into a fight and killed him like an animal. I am sorry. I cannot talk about this any longer right now.
That wasn't sarcasm.
How may I be of assistance? What is it you would like to speak to me about?
Alright.
Of course.
We'll come back. I hope I didn't ruin the freaking conversations. That wasn't supposed to be sarcasm. Bastila, Carther done. I guess let's go to Tatooine then.